Hello guys, very good morning and I hope you guys are doing good. Today my video is dedicated to the candidate those who are looking to make their career in edtech industry or education sector, right? So and the role which I am going to discuss about admission counselor role and responsibility, right? For any edtech industry or any institutions or any colleges and institutions, those who are giving them those who require an admission counselor for their submission of their admission and bringing this doing the sales and marketing campaign through the admission counselor role. So what is the role and responsibility of the admission counselor? Guys, here in this video I'm just going to take you into the deep dive about the admission counselor role and responsibility. The primarily role and responsibility of the admission counselor is to bring the admission for any institutions by doing the sales and marketing. So this is the exact it's a kind of a sales and marketing role, wherein you have to interact with the student, you have to interact with their parents by different campaign, and you have to bring the admission for the any institutions, right? So in admission counselor there are two kind of role. One is for the sales and marketing, another one which is for the inside role. Inside role is basically given the preference to the female candidate, right? And outside role is majorly given to the male candidate, because they have to go to the schools, they have to go to their colleges by doing the variety of campaign, right? Attending by giving them a small seminar, and also going to their parents and student homes whenever it is required, right? So today I am going to discuss about the inside sales executive, which is for the female, right? And also on the second part I will discuss you about the admission counselor, which is for the male candidate. So today I'm just going to discuss in this video about the inside and outside. It's kind of a similar role, but in inside, wherein the most of the their student and parent, they are primarily coming to their institution for inquiry about the course. Somehow they are interested. You have to just give them a little bit introduction, you have to just play it with them smartly, and you have to convert those walking into the admission. That is the role and responsibility of the admission counselor, which is for the inside role. So generally in interview, what are the basic points which you guys have to keep it in mind while giving the interview? Their HR want to know that how much you guys are familiar in front of the while talking with the customer. So they will majorly want to know about how you are familiar and whether you have any exposure in face-to-face interaction with the customer, or you may can say with the student or parents, or any consumer related product. So they generally, if you have mentioned experience in your CV, they will ask you what was your role and responsibility in your earlier organization or your previous organization. So try to, whether you are into the sales, whether you are into the customer service or any other domain, so try to say that I was doing the face-to-face interactions. And also if you are doing the telephonic sale, then try to say that it somehow the customers are, we have to making the converting them interacting with the customer over the phone related to the XYZ product, or doing the sales over the or it's a voice process, right? But try to say that try to mix it that it's a 50% like telephonic it's a voice process, and 50% is like a our like a consumer, and customers are coming to our offices. We have to give them a proper coaching and product information related to the whatever the product your company is offering. So you have to say that when the customer, we have to convert sales over the phone, and sometime we have to bring the customer into those who want to see our premises, and so we have to give them a demo face to face also. also, right? So it will help you to relate your admission counselor role and responsibility into the recent experience, right? So this is your first point. Secondly, they if you want to, they will also ask you why you want to this institute. You can say that I want to join this institute, for an example Akash, Byju's, or any alliance or physics wala, just because I want to make my career, because edtech industry, education industry is growing very fastly, and the need of the education counselor is very high, because education counselor, I mean, or admission counselor play a very pivotal role in any organization to bring the admission to the institutions, right? So this is the your smart answer. Secondly, they will ask you why you want what do you know about Akash, Allen's, physics wala, or Amity, whatever the company which you are going to. You have to go through their JD very well, study the JD. You can say that I want your Byju's or Allen's or Akash is one of the fastest growing education industry, that's why I want to join. And Akash is one of the leading and premier institute of India, which is running in the market more than 34-year old. Or any other industry which you are willing to apply, or which you are want to go for company, right? This major point. And and also ask you, they will tell me about yourself, and what was your earlier role and responsibility. So try to make your introduction into very crispy. For an example, if someone is asking me about, okay, my name is Niyaz, okay Niyaz, just tell me why, I mean, just give me a brief introduction about yourself. Then you can say like this, that my name is so and so, and I have done my graduation in 2017. I have also did my MBA in 2020. And about my experience, I have total 4+ year of experience. My presently I am working as an assistant manager HR in this and this company, and my role is to, for an example, I am the HR, right? So my role is to, we have to give them a coaching, we have to coach the candidate, we have to screen the candidate over the telephonic. Whenever it is required, we have to bring sometime we have to bring the candidate to their offices, also to the premises, so that we can know the candidate very well, how his gesture is, how his look, how he is interacting in front of others. So we will come to know about that. It is for an example, if I am going right now I am doing a HR role, and if I want to go for admission counselor designation, then we have to say like this, that my role and responsibility was this. My role is to, we have to do the counseling, we have to give them a guidance, and we have screening the candidate, and we have to sourcing the candidate from multiple sources. So this way, this HR is also required a lots of counseling. When it comes to the counseling, it's apply in every sector. If you are into the sales, you are also doing the counseling somehow, right? If you are into the customer service, somehow you are doing the coaching to the consumers related to the XYZ product, right? So this would, I hope guys, whatever I am trying to say, you can understand. So this is the video. I thought that let's make a short video for the candidate, those who want to make their career in education industry, right? So you have to go through the JD very carefully. And in Akash, I tell you guys, mostly they are asking, if you are applying for Akash, is primarily giving a coaching for the medical and the engineering competitive exams. Medical exams are known as NET exams, and IIT JEE exams is for the candidate, those who has opted physics, chemistry and math in their 11th LS standard, and those who want to make their career as an engineer in any streams like computer science, electronics, civil, mechanical. So for that, one have to go a very rigorous rigorous coaching. Then only one who can qualify these exams, right? Because it's a very toughest exam. Similarly, it goes for the medical student also. Those who have opted physics, chemistry instead of math, they have opted biology, then they can go for a NET exam. NET exam full form is the National Eligibility Entrance Test, right? It is for the class 11th standard student. Those who after 11, generally they do whatever the subject they have opted, they can go in their field, and by the help of the educational institute, this candidate, these guys can uh, practice hard. And you can also say that there is one more major point which I want to discuss you guys. Generally they will also ask you in the scenario, they will give you a scenario. For an example, there is a one children in there is a one son, there is my one son, he is in class 11th standard, he or she has opted physics, chemistry or biology. Then how you guys can counsel me in a real scenario? Then you can say that it's very nice to hear that ma'am, your student, your children has opted physics, chemistry and biology. After taking a biology, there is an immense good opportunity in a medical sector. If you can, if your children can study through our institution, because our institution is a very premier leading institution of India, and our faculties are from the topmost topmost institution, the topmost medical colleges, topmost IIT colleges you can take according to their specialization, right? And because they are expertise, they have more than 10-20 years of experience in their certain fields, right? Also, and they are from the top institutions. And our faculties, sorry, our curriculum are designed in such a way, so if the student is little bit serious about their career, about their education, he or she is going to crack their exam in a one go, right? And this is not only I am saying, because this is the legacy of our institution. And if you can see the track record of Allen's or Physics Wala, try to add it, or Akash, where for whichever the institution which you are going to apply for a job, you can add them, right? Because this is the legacy of this institution, that if you see the advertisement, if you see the newspaper every year, if you see the record which is already mentioned, displayed on the time to time, that every year more than lakh students there, those who are qualifying from our institutions, right? So according to the data, you can share the real pictures. And if your children are a little bit serious, our faculties and our patterns are keep updating time to time as per their NEET and IIT guidelines, right? So this is the, somehow if you prepare like this, then the chances of the selection would be quite high, right? And if you are normally going for an interview without any practice, so for whichever the company you are applying, try to go through their company, the product, and the post which you are applying for, right? So try to relate your earlier experience into the post which you are going to apply, okay? So I hope guys this video will help you out to crack the interview. Same goes to the admission counselor, which is the sales and marketing, which is a BDM kind of role, right? Same goes to it, but that BDM is required, it's required an outside role, wherein they have to go for a schools, they have to go for a college, they have to go for other institution. You have to do, they have to make a relation with the institution, so that they can get the leads from that, right, by doing the different campaign required by the institutions. And also goes to the, sometime that required, you have to go to the schools, children homes, you have to talk to their parents, mothers, right, their children, you have to give them a demo, and you have to give them a proper information about your institutions, and you have to give them a proper coaching. Admission counselor, nothing is just required numerous coaching in terms of their academic and their syllabus, right? So this is the video for I hope you guys, you can understand. Give your best, prepare well, and then give your interview. I hope this video will help you out. If you like our video, please subscribe, and if you need any information about this further question, if you have any concern about the admission counselor edtech industry, just give me a comment on the drop down. And I hope guys, thank you very much for your time, and have a wonderful and best of luck for your interviews.